Alright, as the title of the video shows, I will be talking about my first experiences of sleep paralysis. And for this, as far as the game goes, this is Metal Gear Solid 5. It's the fifth. Uh, yeah, um, yeah, it's a favorite series I like to play growing up. And yeah, so let's talk about it real quick. Um, where to start? So my first night of sleep paralysis was about 2 years ago, and it happened around I want to say like January, and it was about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks after we had moved here, and we moved here into these apartments that I currently live in, sometime after Christmas. So yeah,
Careful
and
down there, boss.
and it was scary. And what happened was I was sleeping. I used to sleep on my stomach under the covers, facing against the wall, because I've done that my entire life, and that was really comfortable to me. I love sleeping that way, and that's all I knew. And then it was this first night where I heard a growling, like a dog, like not like a small little dog, like my dog. I have a Pomeranian, and I know what he sounds like, and he's not that intimidating. I love him to death, but he sounds like a little rat sometimes. But no, it sounded something big, like I don't know, like as big as a person or something. And it started off like pretty, like not too loud, but little up there, and it got quiet at some point, and then I heard footsteps. It was starting to get closer to my room, blah blah blah. And then it suddenly it stopped for like a good second, and then it started again, and then I felt a weight on my back as if like somebody was like literally either standing or like they had their knees on my back. And I couldn't move my body at all. Like I couldn't move my legs, I couldn't move anything. I was only able to open my eyes, but remember, I'm like sleeping under the covers, so all I can see is like darkness. So yeah, it was very scary. And then the growling, it got really close and loud. Like it was literally up against the ear that was pointing upward while I was laying down. And I was freaking out. Like I was trying to move. I was wiggling my toes, my fingers, trying to wake myself up. Because remember, when you're in sleep paralysis, you're technically still asleep. Your body's still in that mode. And yeah, so blow this up real quick. Hold on. Oh crap, dude, that's too far. We're not gonna talk about it though. Anyway, and yeah, I was able to wake myself up because I ended up making a noise
That's the target.
with my like with my mouth. I was like something faint, and get this guy real quick, bro. Hit him in the head. Hit him in the head. Yeah, and and then it stopped. I literally, okay. Let me pause again. I got there we go. And like I can't focus playing, so I have to talk about it. So I ended up waking up, like, and then I freaked out. I got my phone. I turned the flashlight on. I looked around my room. Nothing was absolutely there, and I was like, bruh. And now to the second night. These were back to back nights too, by the way. There's like days, like literally the nights after. So the second night, it was relatively scary, but it wasn't as severe as the first one. So I was sleeping on my side, um, facing against my room, and I wasn't under my blanket this time, under my covers. So I ended up hearing like a woman maniacally laughing. Like, bro, I was. It's and it started off the same, like towards like where my door is in my room, and it got close to my like, and it got to my face, like as if like it was like a person laying in front of me, like a woman laying in front of me and laughing at me. It was really scary, bro. I woke up, I was like, bro, what is going on? So it came to a point where I said the Lord's Prayer in my room a few times in English and in Spanish, like a couple of times, bro. Like I am so serious when I say that. And so the third night, what ended up happening was it was actually the most peaceful of the 3 nights. And what ended up happening was I was sleep paralysis. I was this time I was sleeping on my back, and I was, usual couldn't move my body, but I was, of course I can be able to open your eyes. And opening your eyes is really scary during these moments because you never know what you might see, and it's like on a par of level of like seeing a ghost. So this time it was like that, and I didn't open my eyes all the way. I kind of like squinted my eyes, and so thus I saw something like white, like a bright, like something like a white figure. And I first off, I assumed two things. I was either one dying, or two, I saw Jesus. So I went with number two, and then guess what I did? Guess what I did? I went right back to sleep. I said, nope. I was like, Jesus, I love you, thank you, I appreciate you, but I'm going right back to sleep, buddy. And after that, I haven't had a sleep paralysis moment back at that time for a while. But it started picking back up again a few months, like at least a couple of weeks or months afterwards. But it hasn't been as severe as since the first couple of times. Um, and even now, till this day, I still have them. They don't happen as like, if I want to say on average, it's probably like I would probably say 1 to 2 times a week. At least not every week. Sometimes it could be every week, or sometimes it could be every other week. And yeah, so yeah, man. Ow! Show hands on me, boy. Ah, crap! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to kill him. I wanted to take him. Anyway, but yeah. So it happens from time to time. I'm kind of curious on what if it has happens to anybody in here. Leave a comment down. I would love to hear your story. I would suggest watching YouTube videos on this. Searching, googling it, or YouTube, because I know a lot of people experience this. It's actually a normal occurrence throughout the population. What causes sleep paralysis? I kind of like Googled it. I try to do my research a little bit. It's due to like lack of sleep most of the time. I know my sleep schedule is not the very best. I struggle to sleep most nights because of my anxiety of, like, bro, am I gonna have a sleep paralysis moment tonight or not? Like, and it's really scary. So, yeah, man, I'm very curious. I can't be the only one. And, yeah, man. But yeah, those are my stories. I will talk about actually the recent one last night I had. Um, there have been nights recently where I've gotten 3 times in a row of sleep paralysis, and I mean like 5 or 10 minutes apart of trying, like me attempting to fall asleep again. Excuse me. And bro, when I tell y'all, it's really scary. Like I couldn't sleep after that. Like I just said, whatever, I'm gonna just stay up for the rest of the night. And I will only get like maybe sometimes I'll only get like an hour to 3 hours of sleep. That's how bad it gets me. And I'm not even gonna play the game. I'm just like running around because I can't focus and talk at the same time. I'm still trying to get used to that. Um, but yeah, man, it was just bad. It was just really bad. And then last night I heard like the loudest noise I heard, it was sounded like something was out my window, like as if like somebody was trying to get in, or like they were trying to get in and they were like top like like getting on top of because right by my room, I live on the first floor of my building, and right by, outside my windows are the air the AC unit thingy, them giant things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, scary, scary moment. Um, but yeah, that's all I gotta talk about. It's like I said, I'm curious if you've ever had any of these moments. Leave a comment. And yeah, man, I appreciate anybody that stopped by to listen to my ramble of this. And say the Lord's Prayer in a room in English and Spanish, even Latin if you have to. I appreciate anybody that watches this and any future videos or live streams I do. Appreciate y'all. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.